Welcome to Could It Exist in Real Life? Imagine a world where you're not allowed to live past 30. A world where by the time you reach that age, you're taken to an arena where you'll either renew and live again or die in a spectacular fireball. Anyone who tries to run from this world gets put to sleep by the Sandman. This is Logan's Run.
Based on the novel by William F. Nolan, Logan's Run takes place in 2274, where the remnants of human civilization lived in a sealed dome city, a hedonistic utopia run by a computer where its inhabitants are monitored through life clocks.
Basically a gem embedded in your hand that changes color the older you get. The gem starts out white when you're at your infancy, then yellow when you're a toddler, then green when you become a teenager, red when you become an adult, then blinking between red and black when you're on your last days at 30.
When on their last days, the inhabitants who are blinking must attend a ritual called CAROUSEL, where they die in a spectacular fiery explosion for all to see.
It is believed not all of them die, and that they become renewed to start a new life at their infancy again. However, no one's ever seen anyone they knew renewed.
Those that try to escape outside are labeled runners, who are terminated by a police force known as the Sandmen, one of them being Logan 5, who is played by Michael York.
You may know him by his new name, Bad Boy Exposition. Yeah, baby.
After terminating today's runner, Logan reports to the city's computer for a new mission. Said computer advises him to infiltrate the runners in order to find the Onyx Sanctuary and destroy it. Said mission required the computer to speed up his life clock on his last day, which comes as a shock to Logan, since he only had 4 years left in his life. This makes him run for real, with his friend Francis 7 in hot pursuit. Along the way, Logan meets Jessica 6, a woman he met earlier on a dating circuit, who also plans to run even though her clock has yet to flash, simply because she wants to find Sanctuary.
Now, there's no way this could exist, right? Well,
first off, let's start with the city. It is possible, in theory, to make a dome city, as there have been many uses of a geodesic dome, from the dome homes of the 1950s to the biosphere NASA uses in an effort to make an artificial ecosystem. While the latter is mostly used for space exploration, it has proven to be a success on Earth.
The only problem is that a dome city that size would be impossible to maintain, even if the whole thing was run by a computer, as the resources would eventually run out. Even the movie pointed this out when Box started using the escaped runners on the original program.
Fish, and plankton, and sea greens, and protein.
Oh, don't you even start.
What, I was just quoting the movie. It's not like I plan to freeze you. Yet.
The city itself exists too, as the entire movie was filmed in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex.
The holograms in the climax of the film weren't fake either, which is why they held up to this day.
The second is the life clocks itself. These can exist in two ways. The gem itself is based off the popular mood ring, which changes colors when the temperature of your body changes depending on emotion.
Which is why I don't buy mine. If it flashed red, I would be dead.
You're wearing a red shirt, you'd be dead anyway.
The second way is known as a mortality clock, which counts down to the second when you may die.
According to mine, I'll die when I'm 88.
Last but not least is Carousel itself. While it's no secret that no one gets renewed at Carousel, the way they died is based off various human sacrifice rituals, while at the same time also adds a necessity to the city.
By that I mean, much like Soylent Green, killing these people are necessary for population control for a city like this. Though unlike Soylent Green, say for Box, they don't use resources of the destroyed body, and if anything, try to dispose of it as quickly as possible, either through Carousel or clean up after a Sandman attack. The movie, while cheesy, has a huge sense of realism, and that's why it's still regarded as a sci-fi classic to this day. As usual, debate, argue, and let me know what I missed. Stay tuned for more. Run, runner.